Kasalele, greetings from the Federated States of Micronesia. My name is Eugene Pangelinan. I'm the Executive Director of the National Oceanic Resource Management Authority. FSM is currently Chair of the Forum Fisheries Committee, the governing body of the Pacific Islands Forum Fisheries Agency, or FFA. FFA is a regional grouping of Pacific Island countries plus Australia and New Zealand that are focused on the management of fisheries in the Western and Central Pacific Ocean. It is an honor to make a statement at this event on behalf of the Southwest Pacific Regional Group. Major anniversaries are an important moment to celebrate success and consider what lies ahead of us. The FFA recently celebrated its own 40th anniversary. We are pleased to be contributing to these discussions on the 25th anniversary of the FAO Code of Conduct. The code sets out the foundations for responsible fisheries management and has informed the development of fisheries frameworks around the world. In the Pacific region, well-managed fisheries are essential for food security and provide social and cultural benefits as well as a core contribution to the GDP of Pacific Small Island Developing States. Over the past year, fisheries resources have become even more important to Pacific Island countries given the impact of COVID-19 on other parts of our economies, such as tourism. Through cooperation and regional solidarity, FFA members have helped ensure the effective management of the region's tuna resources, with the four main tuna stocks in the region all considered to be healthy and being fished at sustainable levels. Cooperation has been at the heart of our approach over the past 40 years and has enabled us to collectively assert the rights to fisheries resources within our EEZs, starting with strong monitoring, control, and surveillance as the foundation for management. This work has been supported by our regional and sub-regional organizations, namely the FFA, the parties to the Nauru Agreement, or PNA, and the Pacific Community. Looking into the future, managing fisheries is an ongoing effort. The context is always evolving. Despite being 25 years old, the Code of Conduct remains relevant to these efforts. However, as highlighted in the declaration being considered today, greater action is needed. It is also clear that much of the action will need to take place at the national, sub-regional, and regional levels at which fish stocks are managed. I would like to take the opportunity to highlight a number of the current priorities for us in the Pacific region. Climate change is mentioned in the code only in relation to fisheries research, but it has now become the biggest existential threat to our fisheries in the region due to sea level rise, ocean acidification, and projected shifts in the abundance and range of fish stocks. While fisheries management must now adapt to the effects of climate change, urgent and ambitious cuts in emissions are essential. Ensuring stock sustainability is fundamental. Strengthening zone-based management measures within our EEZs sits alongside our work to establish and implement harvest strategies for our regional tuna stocks within the WCPFC. Great strides have been made in addressing IUU fishing in our region, with the focus now shifting to the licensed fleet and issues around under and misreporting and closing gaps in monitoring, particularly with respect to longline fishing operations on the high seas, including transshipment activity. Electronic reporting and electronic monitoring as a supplement to human observers is seen as critical for providing a basis for more effective management. Port state measures are another area where real progress is being made, including in relation to implementation of the FAO Port State Measures Agreement. Human rights abuses has no place in the Pacific region and strong action is being taken. A WCPFC resolution on labor standards was the first of its kind in RFMOs. Building on that, in 2020, FFA members have agreed minimum terms and conditions for GRU that must apply to all fishing vessels operating in our EEZs. These are now being implemented throughout our waters. I thank you for the opportunity to present this short statement on behalf of the Southwest Pacific Regional Group. We wish everyone all the best for our deliberations today and throughout the week.